These are today's audience members for today's speech. Thank you so much for your participation.
Hello, my name is Warren Washington. I'm here to discuss the benefits of community volunteering and the impact that you have. Volunteer in your community. This is going to be a persuasive speech about the importance that specifically volunteering in your community will have not on just yourself, but the area around you. The benefits of community volunteering and the impact you have. So first, let's break down the understanding of what community is. Community is where you live, where you speak, where you work, where you're from, what you associate yourself with, not just your neighborhood, but where you go to school and how you get to that school, the people you interact around you. That is what your community is. You can have a lot of different communities, but to be a member of a community is just to be an active participant of society and to live somewhere. So with that, I wanted to go over what volunteering in your community actually means. That means to donate and raise money to your Red Cross. That means to give money to your local blood drives. That means to directly give back your time in a way that helps the people around you. This is an example of that. In North Dakota in 2011, a lot of the neighborhoods in that area were flooded. There was no relief, there was no FEMA or anything like that in place at the time to directly help the citizens. So how do you go from this to 2018 having a successful neighborhood? Well, it takes community planning, community relations, volunteering. The people in your area had to come together to get rid of the flooding, to build sand barriers, to do the things that it took to improve their neighborhood. And without those people coming together, there wouldn't have been one of these neighborhoods or these type of neighborhoods in the future. So that's just one example of how working with the people around you is the only way to get what you want to do. So that kind of is what volunteering is. It's a mutually beneficial program where you're giving your time and your energy towards something that you're passionate about in exchange for not money, but experience and the concept of doing more for the people around you, doing more for those around you. That's gonna actually do more for yourself because you're known, your influence has been spread out through the community in hopefully positive ways. The more you do, the more likely you are to achieve these grand goals of like social economic impact, of healthcare, the things that we all really want as Americans. It starts with your neighborhood, it starts with your community, it starts with blood drives, it starts with neighborhood walks to pick up trash, it starts with helping the elderly walk their dog. Those are some very small examples of what community volunteering is, but the bigger rewards that will come from this are not just what's gonna happen to the people around you, not just handing out food. Yes, handing out food is gonna help feed the homeless, but what you're actually doing, people seeing you participate, come together, create something, and then purchase products, make those products, and then give them away to people for free in the hopes that those people have somewhere to sleep or maybe eat or whatever it is that night. A lot of people see that and they see what you're trying to do, and that's gonna start a movement. And the only way to start the movement on a grand scale is to start with your neighborhood. Whether it's a good, bad neighborhood, whether it's the suburbs, it doesn't matter. There's something you can directly do in your neighborhood that's gonna help impact your local area. And that's what community volunteering is. Recognizing the impact volunteering has on your community and how one should and must give back to the community that one's a part of. In this, you're gonna see the most socioeconomic change, not just in this generation, but in generations to come. That's how you have thriving socioeconomic areas that came from poverty. It's generations of community volunteering to build something up. So we kind of touched about this a little bit. Why is volunteering important in ways to volunteer? This is Lionheart's Teen Community. It is a group of female entrepreneurs and students trying to show people how big business is actually done, but they do it in such a way where they give resources to people in need. Another great example is in Chicago. They had a volunteer expo not too long ago where 2,000 people came together and they shared resources, information, business resources, business information. They shared tactics on how to do blood drives and food drives. And by all these people coming together and showing that together you're able to create something, and that we're here only in the goal to better our neighborhood, to better the people around us, to provide other people with jobs, that's kind of the concept that we want to get into. And more proof of that is in our credible sources here, where from National Community Services, where you show who actually volunteers and how people get into volunteering. And a lot of the times, the biggest factor is religion. The churches are a great place to come together and try to figure out how to volunteer, how best to volunteer, and how best to spend your time, where your time is going to create the most impact. This kind of goes into how I was saying volunteering, community volunteering specifically, is mutually beneficial. For one, you're creating your skills, you're creating an experience that's going to help benefit not just your career, but the people around you. You're going to live healthier, you're going to feel healthier, you're going to be able to give something to people that is going to help you feel better about yourself, and it's going to show. A lot of jobs require volunteering. A lot of great career paths require numerous hours of volunteering. A lot of entrepreneurs want to make money, but you have to volunteer your time and resources first before you truly understand your skill sets and truly understand who it is that you're trying to help. So the best way to do that is just to go out and start helping people for free, helping the people closest around you. To summarize the point, volunteering is very important, but how you volunteer, I believe, is more important. Not just giving your money, but giving your time and resources to the people that most directly are around you. That's how you're going to create the most impact, by helping those that are most around you first. Colin Powell says giving back involves a certain amount of giving up. It is going to take your time, it's going to take your energy. At times it may be emotionally exhausting, but when you're done, you're going to create something that not only you'll be proud of, but the community will be proud of. And that is the idea that I'm trying to persuade people today, is to do more, but to do more in the areas that you are directly associated with. That's how you're going to have the greatest change. I want to thank all of my audience members today. I want to thank Kaiser University. I want to thank my professor for giving the opportunity to present to everyone today. Thank you.